Question number 1. In the following cluster of poems by Shelley, which one has the voyage motive? And the option number D is correct. That is Alastair. Alastair is the correct answer. Question number 2. In Sidney's sonnet sequence, Astrophel and Stella, the final sonnet is, and the correct answer is A, brings no resolution. This is the final sonnet in the sonnet sequence of Philip Sidney. Question number 3. Who among the following English writers opposed the Licensing Act of 1643? And the option number A is correct. John Milton. John Milton is the writer who opposed the Licensing Act of 1643. Question number 4. Who claimed, I have not published a single paper that is not written in a spirit of benevolence and with love of mankind? Who claimed this? Means this statement belongs to, and the answer is D, Edison. That is Joseph Edison. D option is correct. Joseph Edison claimed that I have not published a single paper that is not written in the spirit of benevolence and with the love of mankind. The question number 5. A protagonist writes a letter of confession, but it gets lost under the carpet only to be found on the wedding day. Who is the protagonist? And the answer is D, Tess. Tess is the correct option here. Now the question number 6. In an age of pressurized happiness, we sometimes grow insensitive to subtle joys. The italicized words are an example of. Once again, I am going to read the question. In an age of pressurized happiness, we sometimes grow insensitive to subtle joys. The italicized words are an example of. This is an example of a transferred epithet. A transferred epithet. Question number 7. In Graham Greene's Brighton Rock, Hale is murdered with the help of Brighton Rock, which is, and the correct option is a kind of sugar candy. A kind of sugar candy. Question number 8. Which poet among this group does not belong to the modern generation group of poets? And the option number B is correct. Alan Lewis. Alan Lewis doesn't belong to the modern generation group of poets. And the remaining 3 writers or poets belong to that generation. Stephen Spender, Cecil Lewis, Louis MacNeice. Now the question number 9. In Lord of the Flies, which character comes to the realize that the beast is actually the evil inside the boys themselves, and it is that which is breaking things up? And the correct option is B, Seaman. In the Lord of the Flies, which character comes to the realize that the beast is actually the evil inside the boys themselves, and it is that which is breaking things up? And the correct option is Seaman or Simon. Now the question number 10. Which text exemplifies the anti-Victorian feeling prevalent in the early 20th century? And the correct option is B. First and fourth are correct. First and fourth and correct. Means first eminent Victorians, and the fourth option is that the way of all flesh. The way of all flesh. Now the question number 11. What event allowed mainstream British theatre companies to commission and perform work that was politically, socially, and sexually controversial without fear of censorship? What event? Means we have to choose the correct event. And the option number first, that is A, is correct. The abolition of the Lord Chamberlain's office in 1968. This option is correct. This was the event which allowed mainstream British theatre companies to commission and perform work that was politically, socially, and sexually controversial without fear and censorship. Now the next question, the 12th. The wife of Bath's philosophy of marriage shows that the wife of Bath This topic belongs to the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. And the correct option is A. Is a strong person with keen awareness of her own rights. This answer is correct. The wife of Bath's philosophy of marriage shows that she is a strong person with keen awareness and her own rights. Question number 13. Which of the following characters is killed? Achieves things fall apart in conformity with an African and tribal custom. The correct option is Ikemefuna. Ikemefuna is a famous character in Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, and he is killed with an African and tribal custom. Question number 14. We will do it. I tell you, we will do it. The repetition of a phrase is. The repetition of a phrase is. Option number B, dicope. Dicope is a sort of a figure of speech, and the above given line has or contains that figure of speech dicope. We will do it. I tell you, we will do it. So question number 15. Find the poet who is the odd one in the group. And the correct option is A. Wallace Stevens. Wallace Stevens doesn't belong to the group, or he is odd from the remaining three ones. Question number 16. Which one of the following characters in Shakespeare's Tempest is associated with the earth? Which one of the following characters in Shakespeare's Tempest is associated with the earth? And the correct option is C. Caliban. Tempest is a tragic comedy written by William Shakespeare. Tragic comedy or romantic comedy. Next question 17. In the advanced method of learning, Francis Bacon, the name is given here, but Francis Bacon attempted a preliminary survey of the entire field of learning by analyzing the principal obstacles to its advancement. Identify from among the following choices the one that he did not mention as an obstacle. Option number C is correct. Inductive method. Identify from the following choices the one that he did not mention as an obstacle, and the correct option is inductive method. Means this was not mentioned by Francis Bacon in the advancement of learning, and the remaining three options were mentioned in that literary work, that is rhetoric, medieval scholasticism, and the pseudosciences. Question number 18. Who among this group of young male characters in Jane Austen's novel is not sent to the University of Education? And the correct option is D. Henry Tilney. Okay, now the D option is correct. Who among this group of young male characters in Jane Austen's novel is not sent to the University for Education? And the D option is correct. Henry Tilney. Question number 19. Charles Dickens caricature utilitarian thinking with telling directness in his portrayal of. And the option number B is correct. Thomas Gradgrind. Question number 20. Which one of the following playwrights will not be covered under the category or the term theatre of the absurd? Theatre of the absurd, this term is very famous in the postmodernism or the postmodern age. And the option number B is correct. Jean Giraudoux. Theatre of the absurd. Okay. This term belongs to the Martin Esslin. And next question 21. The following are two list of lines from poems and the titles match them. Means there are given some lines and the poems. We have to identify in which poems the concerning line or the given lines appears. Option number D is correct. Means the first line appears in the third, that is the first line appears in the digging. Second line appears in the first, that is church going, and third line appears in the fourth, that is Fern Hill and the fourth line appears in the second, that is hawk roosting. Next question 22. Space is the use of words whose pronunciation imitates the sound the word describes. Space is there is empty space, is the use of words whose pronunciation imitates the sound the word describes. And the correct option is onomatopoeia. We all know that this is a figure of speech onomatopoeia in which sound of the words plays very important role, and according to the sound that lies in the line we can identify that there is figure of speech, and the name of that figure of speech is that onomatopoeia. Now the question number 23. Arrange the following books in the order in which they appear. Use the code given below. Means we have to identify the appearance or the publications of these books. Correct option is A. Means the third book was published first, that is the Vanity of Human Wishes. Then the first book was published the second time, that is the Dictionary of English Language. Then the second, that is the History of Rasselas, that was published thirdly. And the last, that is the fourth, Lives of the English, was published after all of this. Question number 24. Arrange the following forms in order in which they appear. Use the code given below. Again the same question. Option number B is correct. First, fourth, third and second. First, fourth, third and second. Question number 25. Which of the following poems deals with neighborly relation? And the correct option is Mending Wall. Mending Wall is the poem which deals with the theme of neighborly relations. Question number 26. The following are two lists of writers and their works. Match them. Option number B is correct. That is the first. That is the first is written by fourth one. Okay. Second is written by third one. Third is written by second one, and fourth is written by first one. Now, therefore, the option number B is correct. Question number 27. How does John Stuart Mill define happiness? How does John Stuart Mill define happiness? And the option number C is correct. Pleasure and the absence of pain. Means according to John Stuart Mill, happiness means pleasure and absence of pain. Question number 28. Had we but world enough and time, this coyness lady were no crime, but at my back I always hear time's winged chariot hearing near. And remarkable in these lines emphasizes the theme of love and transience. Love and transience. Means through these lines we can say that there is a theme that is being emphasized by Andrew Marvell. Love and transience. The question number 29. The following are two lists of dramatists and their plays. Match them. Option number D is correct. Means the first, George Etheridge wrote the play The Man of Maud. John Etheridge wrote the play or drama, and the name of the drama is The Man of Maud. And the second, William Wycherley, who wrote The Country Wife. Then John Van Brugh, who wrote The Provoked Wife. And the last one, William Congreve, he wrote The Double Dealer. In this way, the option number D is correct. Now the next question, question number 30. The following are two lists of writers and their works. Match them. The option number C is correct. Then the next question, 31. Dryden's dramatization of Paradise Lost is entitled. Dryden's dramatization of Paradise Lost is entitled. Option number B, The State of Innocence. The State of Innocence. Question number 32. Two pioneering feminist tracks, Kate Millet's Sexual Politics and German Greer's The Female Inch, were published in 1970. Next question 33. Who defined poetry as the best words in the best order? And the option number B is correct. S.T. Coleridge. Coleridge defined poetry as the best words in the best order. Question number 34. What did Thomas Carlyle mean by close thy Byron, open thy Goethe? The option number B is correct. Abandon the introspection of romantics and turn to the higher moral purpose found in Goethe. Okay. Means Thomas Carlyle mean to say that close thy Byron, open thy Goethe, and this line conveys the meaning like that: abandon the introspection of romantics and turn to the higher moral purpose found in Goethe. Question number 35. Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness present two conflicting discourses present in his own culture. Identify the two discourses from the following. We know that Joseph Conrad and his famous work Heart of Darkness, and in this work he presents two conflicting discourses present in his own culture, and these two conflicting discourses are option number C, anti-colonialism and Eurocentrism. Anti-colonialism and Eurocentrism, these two types of conflicting discourses appear in the work of Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness. Question number 36. Who among the following poets define free verse as a playing tennis without a net? Who among the following poets defined free verse as a playing tennis without a net? The correct option is Robert Frost. Robert Frost is the correct answer. Who defined the free verse? Free verse is a technique of composing poetry or writing poetry. Question number 37. Christopher Marlowe wrote all the following plays except, means there are four options. One option is wrong, means that is not written by Christopher Marlowe. For the information, Christopher Marlowe is one of the university wits who wrote the following play except, and the correct option is C, Richard III. Richard III is not written by Christopher Marlowe, and the remaining three plays were written by Christopher Marlowe: The Tamburlaine the Great, The Jew of Malta, and The Edward II. The question number 38. According to Barthes, a text which draws attention to its artifice to the ways in which its structure is called. And the option number A is correct, writerly text. According to Barthes, Barthes means here Roland Barthes. Roland Barthes says that or wants to say that a text which draws attention to its artifice to the ways in which it is structured is called writerly text. We know the theory structuralism, deconstruction theory. Next question 39. Which of the following descriptions is not applicable to Pope's The Rape of the Lock? Which of the following descriptions is not applicable to the Pope's The Rape of the Lock? And the correct option is C, Pope's tribute to Queen Anne. Pope's tribute to Queen Anne. This statement is wrong here, and the remaining three options are correct. And I am going to read that options because The Rape of the Lock is very famous, and the Rape of the Lock plays very important role in the English literature by Alexander Pope. It was a mock heroic poem. It was written in heroic couplets. In the last video, I had discussed what is heroic couplet. Heroic couplet is a two-line stanza. Two-line stanza that means first line rhymes with the other, means two lines are rhyming there, and in which iambic pentameter is used. We know that meter and foots and syllables. In heroic couplet, iambic pentameter is used, means there are 5 feet. Therefore, pentameter 5 feet. And iambic, why it is iambic? Because one syllable is followed by one strong. It is a structure of that iambic meter or iambus meter. Therefore, heroic couplet is used in the Rape of the Lock. And for the information, the father of heroic couplet or the inventor of heroic couplet is Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer first used heroic couplets in his Canterbury Tales. Then it was led to the culmination by Alexander Pope in the Rape of the Lock. And the D option produced in two versions consisting of 5 cantos. Means the C option, option number C is wrong, and the remaining 3 options are correct in concern with the Rape of the Lock written by Alexander Pope. The question number 40. From the following list, choose the work which is not written by E.M. Forster. And the correct option is C, A Room of One's Own. And the remaining 3 options, Where Angels Fear to Tread, Morris, and The Longest Journey. The Longest Journey. These 3 works were written by E.M. Forster. And A Room for One's Own is not written by E.M. Forster. Question number 41. The Vulgate Bible was prepared to make Bible available to. Option number D is correct, the common man. The Vulgate Bible was prepared to make Bible available to the common man. Means it was written with the purpose that it should be handed over, or it should be made available for the common people or common men. The question number 42. Literary works such as Charles Dickens, David Copperfield, Samuel Butler's The Way of All Flesh, and James Joyce, A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, provide examples of which following novelistic form? And the option number C is correct. Bildux Roman. Yes, Bildux Roman is a novelistic form, and in which the above mentioned writers and their works can be considered. Question number 43. I fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed, expresses a pathetic cry of wounded heart from Ode to the West Wind by Shelley. The poem consists of, option number is correct, 14 lines terza rima stanzas. 14 lines terza rima stanza. Okay, now the next question, 44. In the fall of Hyperion, Kit's muse figure is, and the option number B is correct, Moneta. In the fall of Hyperion, Kit's muse figure is Moneta. Question number 45. What literary work best captures the sense of the political turmoil, particularly regarding the issues of religion just after the Restoration? Once again, I am going to read the question. What literary works best capture a sense of the political turmoil, particularly regarding the issues of religion just after the Restoration? And the option number D is correct, Dryden's Absalom and Achitophel. The question number 46. Who among the Victorian authors has describes himself or herself as an agnostic? And the option number C is correct, George Eliot. George Eliot described himself as an agnostic. Question number 47. Preface to Franz Fanon's The Wretched of the Earth was written by. The option number C is correct, Jean-Paul Sartre. Question number 48. Who among the following theorists formulated the concept of utile dulci, profit combined with delight? And the option number C is correct, Horace. Question number 49. Out of the four humors of the body, the Jacobeans thought of themselves as especially prone to. And option number D, melancholy. Out of the four humors of the body, the Jacobeans thought of themselves as especially prone to melancholy. The last question of this video. Who among the following romantic poets ended his life lauded and respected as the sage of Highgate? And the option number B is correct, S.T. Coleridge.